Okay, today we have some self-coaching. We're going to see what I did wrong, what I did right, and what led to the Susano win. Note we're starting out with a 3. This is the quickest way to clear. Do a little auto attack canceling. Leaves the side minions on 1. And that way we can clear the speed buff out. And then rotate over to the mid-side camps. We're going to clean those up, and then that way we can support our mid, get some pressure. Little boxing going on there. So far, no damage has really been taken, just clearing the wave. Cuckoo comes over. He's going to hit level 2 with us. Right here, we're clearing out the red buff. This first red buff I'm going to end up taking. That way I have a little bit better clear and can put some pressure on. We notice the Poseidon's clearing his wave. That red's still up. Jungler's not over there. I'm going to help clear out this wave real quick. He rotates to the right side, probably trying to get the gold camper looking over there. We rotate left, going to clean up this red, and that way I can give it to the Cuckoo and have a little pressure on him so those tornadoes start doing bigger damage. Next, we're going to rotate back across. We still don't have eyes on the Athena yet. She's still level 1, so we know we're in a really good spot right here. Hasn't hit level 2 yet. We're going to rotate all the way across. Duo lane's pushed up pretty far. It's kind of aggressive. We go, hey, while we're here, let's soak up some of this farm. Athena is still down. Cuckoo's with us, help clean this out. She must have had a late start to the game. Now they're in danger. It's probably going to lead to the Cerberus getting killed. Yep, there's the freeze, and there's the first blood. Now one of the first mistakes I make right here, I throw the tornado out, grab this Isa, and she's likely going to get away, just 1 health. I'm trying to chase her down. She makes it back to tower. Don't have it. So I decide back off. You know what? We're going to come over here. We're going to get a little bit of farm real quick. Chalk over there in the other lane with the solo kill. Nice for him. Getting our farm. Rotating out of this rent lane. I don't want to take up too much of their farm, so I'm trying to avoid leeching here. Say, hey, you know what though? I am going to come over. Refresh my speed buff off this because mine's just about to run out. Perfect opportunity to grab it, and I notice Athena over here. She's not in a great position. Avoid some damage from her real quick. Backing off, and I go, oh wait, that Athena's going to rotate under them. They're pushed up aggressively. Gotta get over here clean. I realize what's going on. Call out the retreat and go, nah, I need to go back and support them real quick. They think they're in a pretty bad spot. I hear the beads come out from the soul. And we come in, I go, oh, Athena's right here, perfect. Get the tornado off on her. Clean that kill up, relieve some pressure. Perfect opportunity, get them back in. We're still fighting over here. They haven't retreated. Throw the tornado out on this Isa, and I dash too soon, but her dash is down as well. Clean that up. Again, I'm looking for the opportunity for that Isa to dash before I teleport with my tornado. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the benefits of that. I'll leave their purple up for them. That way they can get it, go back to my regular jungle. Cerberus gets picked. That Athena came right back. Kind of unsuspected, but it happens. They really wanted him dead. Again, coming over here, picking up speed, just clearing out my farm. Poseidon's pushed up here. I decide, you know what? Instead of going for the jungle camp, I'm going to come up and try to relieve some pressure for this Cuckoo. He's clearing the farm. Maybe we can get a little gank out of it. I see him backing. I decide, you know what? I'll go ahead and back as well. But he decides to go over and clear out that red buff instead. So I come here and I pick up Hydra first. I know maybe it's not the best play because Hydra scales off of strength. But right now I have a decent little lead. I'm level 5. The Athena's still level 3. I figure it's not going to hurt too bad. And then I'm kind of deciding, do I want Crusher next or would I rather go for Heartseeker? Eventually I'm going to decide Heartseeker's probably the better play here to really boost that strength numbers and push that lead that we have already. I leave the eye on the ground back there. I figure right now I don't really need it to ping out anything. Still have my wards. I need to do a better job of actually setting these wards up. You'll notice I don't ward until pretty late in this game. See the Poseidon rotating around here? Throw that ward down. Try to catch him. And right here we're going to trade ults. Now, he Aegis is out. There, his ult comes out. I go, I gotta get out of here. This is an opportunity. I thought the Cuckoo was gonna play up with me, but he's a little late to it. Either way, he's still got pressure. Gives him an opportunity to fight a Poseidon that's a little low. He himself is full health. I pick up the red again, and now we're gonna clear out left side jungle. Now I ping out, we got 2 over in right. The Athena came to help relieve some pressure in mid, and Chalk is good by himself. Athena's rotating over, and our Cuckoo pings it out. Real good call from him. We call for that retreat. We let him know that they're rotating over at least. The Athena sticks around to do the blue, so she didn't rotate all the way over. The Cuckoo did a great job getting the information there. And that's the power of wards. Definitely need to make sure that you have your wards placed as often as you can. Again, it's something I need to work on in this coming out of this match that I realize, but that's the point of this video. See, here would be a good opportunity for me to place these wards and keep this vision up so we can see rotations coming left to right. Instead, I see the Poseidon over here, miss my tornado, hit him with the grab. We get the ult coming out, just barely miss. We trade ults yet again, and we're just not going to have enough to get him down. All the abilities got thrown out and kind of just barely the wrong place, but that is okay. We're looking for this opportunity for pressure to go do an invade, and we see that their red is up, so don't mind if I do. I'll grab that and get out of here. Cuckoo played up with me right there to make sure that I'm not going to get called out myself. And I do dive right here, but I just don't get out in time. So we trade. Not the best trade in the world. I would probably have waited a little bit for my cooldowns to come back up so I had the dash out if I were to do it again. Not a bad dive, but just a little greedy. And now because of that, our duo lane's suffering a little bit. I do have a great lead on this Athena still. I'm level 8, she's level 5. Cuckoo looking real solid. Level 9 compared to level 8 Poseidon. Everywhere else, we're pretty even. The Soul's down a level. The Chalk is an absolute monster right now. Level 10 to level 7. That is very nice to see. So I'm really not going to spend too much time over on solo at this point as part of the decision making there. That Chalk's holding his own. He's got all the farm that he needs over there to stay in. He could probably 2v1 him and that Athena at this point. So no real danger there. Going back to mid, this Poseidon's pushed up yet again. I go, hey, good opportunity for another gank. And I throw my tornado and realize I threw it into minions and just walk away in embarrassment. Like, well, so much for that gank. I actually leveled the 1 here instead of leveling the ult. It's, 50-50. It probably would have been better to level the ult, but I wanted the burst damage on the 1. It's going to be up a little more often. Place that ward kind of in a bad spot. Call out that I'm ganking right here. So we come over the top. This Iza is distracted, fighting up. And I know right here, Ymir comes out, but she dashes into the bush. She hits her shell. And boom, there goes that ult. Soul ulted over top of me just to make sure we secure it. They're still fighting, but I'm low enough that I want out. And Soul cleans it up. Just like that. Soul's level 8, Iza's level 8, game is back together. So we've got that lead over there again and looking good. Cuckoo, level 11 compared to the level 9 Poseidon. Again, great. And I'm still a couple levels up on this Athena, which is in the mid lane currently. And I'm trying to remember too to cancel my dashes as I'm clearing. I ping out the jungle. They're going over there. Cuckoo ult's trying to steal that purple. But we try to back them off of it. Cuckoo's actually playing up with me this time, and again, just not quite enough damage. That's kind of the risk of the early Hydras. Bait out this this Herc. That way I don't get picked there. And now we're just looking for the farm. Cuckoo's coming over here to get this side camps in the red buff. I go, hey, let's go ahead and pull these Nagas. That way we can get some extra pressure when we need it. I'll pick up the Naga eggs. And at this point I decide too, that level lead that Cuckoo has, where he's putting out a lot of damage, he has these big zoning tornadoes, you know, I'll let him have this red buff because he's going to be really putting in a lot of work over here, and it'll help push his lead a little bit better than my own. I guess I take that red buff. I should have let him have it at this point. He is in a better position to utilize that red buff than I am. So it'd be a little bit better on him. Grab the egg. Coming over, finish clearing out these camps. Poseidon's in mid, but Cuckoo is backed. At this point, I'm waiting around, seeing if Cuckoo's coming back. Tower goes down. I go, you know what? I'm just going to clear out right lane. I probably should have pressed up a little bit there and been a little greedy with it. And maybe save that tower. Chalk, turns out, cannot win that 2v1 with the Athena and the Herc. At least not in the state that he was in. So we come over here, finish out this farm. And at this point, I'm looking for, if we get a pick, we really need to look at doing Gold Fury. Notice Cerberus low over here. They're committing to this chase. They're having a hard time catching up to them. Poseidon rotated over. And I'm looking for, you know, big way out. Cuckoo rotated with us. And again, he picks it up with that nice tornado. The wave comes out. I'm greedy here. I'm Aegis. I shouldn't even be here anymore. I just essentially feed. So whenever I realize I'm that low, I should back off and reset. We got a kill out of it. We got 2 kills out of it. But instead it was a 2 for 3 instead of just a 2 for 2 like it should have been. And because of that, it cost us our tower. With Easy coming back in. So a little downtime here. Setting back up, looking, where's my farm? I'm going to go over here, left side, kind of clear this out, and figure out where everyone is at this point. Notice I should have been going to the Fire Giant pit to get the crack rocks, if you'll have it. They give some additional stats whenever you're when you pick those up, permanent for the game. So it's good to visit that as often as you can. In this game, though, I'm focusing more on the right side, so I'm not over there as much as I should be.
Retreat left lane.
Just because of the control that Chalk had. And he still does have a good 3-level lead.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy. An ally has been
Now here, I see we're over here doing this Gold Fury. We called it out. I have the Nagas. I probably should have set them off. And I see right here, oh, we have one coming up from the back. He gets double ulted, this Easy does. She tries to ult in return. It's not enough, though. Almost is, but not quite. And again, we go back. I dropped the Nagas here, but the Gold Fury's already dead. Could have either dropped them earlier or held on. So, first Gold Fury down. The tornadoes are on the map. And now I'm looking at that Crusher, picking it up. I have a little bit of pin in the Heartseeker, so you know, I could consider Titan's Bane here, but I feel like the Heartseeker, at least for the stage of the game we're in now, is enough, and will opt for a bigger damage item like Crusher. Ping him out. We see there over here near Pyro, left side of the jungle mainly. Looking to relieve some pressure for Cuckoo, but he's out clean. And at this point, I give him the red because he is level 15. It's going to be much better on him. There's no need for me to have it. It should have been his last time, but now he's got it. He's going over here to contest this Poseidon a little bit. I'm going to continue my farm, pick up my speed. That Poseidon gets the gank off over and right. Let's see. Must not been Poseidon over there on that gold that Cuckoo was contesting. I notice Ymir's here behind me. I'm not in a great position. The whole team's over here. I'm trying to get out, and I just go ahead and try to spend a lot of my stuff. Cuckoo comes in with me. I Aegis right here. Say, hey, if you want me, you got to stand in these tornadoes. Again, he's got that big red buff on him, doing tons of damage. But unfortunately, he goes down as well. Now our team rotates in, and we're going to get the cleanup right here. Poseidon is joined the fray. We're chasing out this Herc. Probably not the best target to overcommit to. That Poseidon still is over there on the side. But it sounds like he backed just now, and they continue to chase out the Herc. Meanwhile, the Herc gets some reinforcements. The Ease is back. But so is our team, and this is Ease going down again right here. Just out of position, the Herc took off, said, I'm not dying for you, and left the Isa to the chopping block. We overcommit a little bit here, trying to get down a tower. I call out fire, ping it out, say, hey, let's back off. We've got an opportunity here. Maybe not attack it, but set up around it at minimum. And so that's just what I do. I see them coming over. Athena's looking for me. Now she's doing a lot of damage here, and this was something that I was not prepared for. I accidentally run towards her team. I throw out this ult just trying to get away from them. But that Athena has Hydras, as we'll see here in a little bit, and she gets to run me down and do a ton of damage in the process. But I baited out a lot of abilities from her, at least. Cuckoo with the side snipe. Perfect angle. Again, I'm really enjoying this Cuckoo play over here. Doing an excellent job. Unfortunately, we trade, but we do get their jungler down for our support. So not a bad trade there. That is kind of the support's job. He did a great job keeping everybody safe. We're still somewhat healthy, except for the Chalk, and that is the last of our tanks, but that Tornado did a great job taking out the Isa and Ymir. I try chasing out the Chalk, realize it's not worth it, and then call out fire once again. This point, drop the Nagas. I should set a ward up there a little bit high, just to make sure no one rotates in on us, but we're making such quick work of this, and everybody's down. The only real threat's Poseidon, but we get it, no problem.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
At this point, I see the Herc, say, man, I don't want to go in on that ward just to see where he's rotating to, and kind of set up for the actual Fire Giant. Place that other ward. Now we've got some decent vision. And we're fighting mid. I don't particularly like this, but we are fighting as a group, so it's not incredibly terrible. I see the Athena over here. I pour in whenever I maybe shouldn't have, and it does lead to my death this time. Oh, well, maybe not. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, the Serb jumps in, going to try to save me, and I think, too, I might even have baited him. It was really just a bad teleport. I should have noticed the team's backing off. I should have backed off. Kind of kicked the hornet's nest. Meanwhile, the rest of our team's over here doing Gold Fury number 2. Looks like everybody in mid is completely unaware, so we knocked that out. And great job on the objective play from my team. That's something that I should be shot calling, you know, pushing a little bit more myself. So checking the builds right here, I realized that Athena's got a lot of damage. Crit Izanami, you normally see that. A little bit of a hybrid build on the Herc. Nothing too crazy. I call out for the Serb to build Nemean Hide. That way he can really counter that Isa. You know, and Nemean Hide right now was very strong. She can actually shred herself, kill herself against that Cert. But so Chalk unfortunately got picked here, so we're in a 4v5 if we're going to be looking at Fire Giant. Luckily, it doesn't seem like they've rotated over. You know, Poseidon's over there trying to push up his mid wave a little bit, let Cuckoo take that red again, because, again, he is an absolute menace right now. Level 19, just huge. I call for the retreat here. The Serbs kind of looking to jump in. We don't have enough information to see where anybody else is. Cuckoo's backed off completely. And we're kind of looking to defend right here. So we're giving up the towers to make sure that we save the Phoenixes and don't get any easy picks. Now Cuckoo does come over here and defend this tower. We kind of have the ability for that one. But again, just because he is a giant raid boss at this point, I mean, doing massive damage. Kraken comes out, I wait for that to go on this Poseidon and get out some abilities here. Realizing though that this is a bit of a tricky situation, throw out my ult, get his Aegis out, and clean it up. Was very close though. That Poseidon himself is also pretty big at level 19. So it was a very nice kill for me. Ymir giving me a hard time trying to catch me slipping. Walk away, disengage, and just go back to farming. Notice we're fighting over here on the right side. I am pretty low at this point. I feel like I probably should back and then either portal in. But I see that we're so low and Cuckoo's here. Big ult. Try to get this Isa caught out, but she is doing tons of damage. And the Athena, again, with that burst build, dashes into me, and that's all she wrote. Good portal, though, making the Herc walk through it. Taking away at some of that damage, delaying his back a little bit. Some others around him backed. No need to chase him out. He actually stuck around. I saw him pop there on the map, but again, just checking builds, looking at this Cuckoo's build. Jock slugging it out in mid, clearing. We see Poseidon over there on the left side. Again, map awareness is key, just figuring out where everybody's at, and this is why you need to play swords. I need to do a better job at that in these matches. I'm looking right side here, cleaning up a little bit of this farm as I go, just trying to hit level 20. This Athena is now past me in level, so I've lost my lead. And I realize I need to get back in the game by getting level 20, getting that Boomba's Hammer online, and being able to get some nice picks later on in the team fights. A little bit of a visual bug right there. Alright, got the Cyclops ward down. We're fighting over here in mid. This is a good opportunity for us. If we pick this, we should be going for Pyro or Fire. It'll be something again for me to call out later on.
Your right tower is under attack. Your left Phoenix has been destroyed.
Yep, so Poseidon split pushed, got our left Phoenix while we're over here chasing this out. Probably should have sent one back to defend, but is what it is. I look for this opportunity since we've created a lot of pressure to come over here and take their red buff. Realizing now that we're losing the fight, we chased a little bit too deep. I'm on the retreat. It's no point in showing up there. It might be a feed if I do, and while I'm at it, I'll drop our red buff as well. So Cuckoo backed, defended that wave. I'm kind of rotating over.
Your middle tower.
Again, trying to get levels, hit level 18 here, so I'm on par with this Athena. Go that Cuckoo's defending. He throws out a huge ult and catches him, but it's, you know, 3 of them up there. He's kind of on his own, so they back themselves up defending it. And here I'm just looking for a nice angle, somebody to overcommit, and I see it right there with that Athena. Dive in, pull her back into tower, and she still almost gets me with that build. She hits so hard. So, clear out that Athena and decide, you know what, it's time to get the Titan's Bane. That way we can actually start killing some of these tanks. Looking for my next item, and I decide Bloodforge is it. That way I have a little more survivability, especially with those close calls with that Athena. You know, it'd be nice to pop Bloodforge right as I pull her. That way I'm not getting immediately blown up from her Hydra's procs, whatever else she has going on. Ymir over here. I quickly get away, avoid some of his damage, start testing out this Titan's Bane. Realize I am kind of in a tough spot. Aegis to buy myself a little bit of time and dash into a wall. But again, Cuckoo right here with me. Say, hey, if you want me, you got to stand in those tornadoes. The team cleans it up. So now they're looking to chase out this this Herc and this Poseidon.
An ally.
That Poseidon's just so fast though, it's going to be hard to catch him. So get a quick temporary DC. Oh, and the Cuckoo accidentally eats a Kraken right there. We'll see if this is it for him. It is, unfortunately, but we trade Cuckoo for Poseidon. And now it's Chalk versus Herc. Just two tanks slapping it out as the Soul comes in, cutting off that escape. And now we have the turnaround. Soul whiffs the ult a little bit. Kind of a difficult ult, but they end up cleaning up that Herc. And now it's time to reset. Likely look for, again, either a Gold Fury or a Fire Giant right here. That's really what I would like us to do as the team. And I need to be the shot caller, starting to call those things out. Hey, you got him down. We're coming back up. Go do gold. They're already on top of it though, so no problem there. Still farming up, trying to get to that level 20. I see Ymir's over there in the right lane. Iza pops up. I go, hey, let me hover around here just in case. Making sure everybody retreats fine. Soul rotating over there seems a little risky to me, but I think she's fine for it. Waits for the wave to show up, notices no one's on it, goes in. Now that I've hit level 20, I'm just looking for the 1500 gold to get the Boomba's Cudgel. Notice we're fighting over here in mid. Seems like we have a pretty decent advantage. I'm over here going on this Iza. Portal through, clean her up, and now we start to disengage, but Cuckoo's up. Looking to fight a little bit more. This is a point where we should back off and go for Pyromancer or Fire Giant. I throw a ward out to make sure we don't get rotated on. I'm looking for a nice little rotation in the back. And it was a good ult. I believe it caught his Aegis though. And now we get out of here. And this is the point where we want to reset. Maybe get down this tower and then go for Fire Giant or Phoenix. But we keep staggering these kills out. You know, now they're 10 seconds apart. You know, Iza's got 20 seconds. Poseidon and Hercules have 40, 30. And now Ymir's got 40. So we have a lot of time. Throw that bomb out. Burst this Phoenix down real quick. Souls push the lane up on left. We go, hey, what's better than one Phoenix? Let's grab them both. And realizing now, wait, we have an opportunity to end here. We come over, we start this fight off, and we go, okay, we need to get a quick pick. And that's just what I do. I grab this Iza, and we're over here fighting. I'm going to die for it, more than likely. We know that the rest of their team's coming up. Yep, Poseidon, Kraken. We just need to stay on it. And here's another mistake that happens in the game. The Soul starts backing off with the Titan very low. The ults are out. Cuckoo's standing there fighting. You know, we could have got it, but because he got killed, the Titan resets health, and the Serb is running. So, you know, I give a cheeky little taunt here. Okay, like, we could have ended there, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I go on. You know, Serb's apologizing. You know, I let him know here in a minute, no problem. Let him know next time, stay, we have that. Just throw all the abilities into the Titan. We're good. Unfortunately there, Soul has to burn her beads to get away from that Ymir's. And Cuckoo calls out no balls. But yeah, you know, you gotta stay next time. No big deal.
Handle like a pro.
See, there goes the no problem. So at this point, I'm going, okay, what do we need to shore this game up? I mean, we have two Phoenixes down. They're pretty low. We could probably backdoor it if we wanted to split push. Wait for my Boomba's Hammer to come through. You know, and backdooring may even be an option. It might have been easy for me to go in there and just kit dump and see if I can get the Titan. Right now, though, I believe they're defending, so this is a perfect time for us to go and get this fire giant, you know. So Cuckoo is dropping the Scorpion Shard. He's going to grab that and ping so we get a full view of the map to see where everybody's at. We notice we have perfect opportunity to do this. Serb jumps straight in, says let's get to it. And again, this is a good point for me to drop that shard, again pick up those rocks. We see Ymir coming over here. He Aegis is out. Now I come up and I'm playing high here, I'm in a bad position, but it's too little too late. Bloodforge might have helped, but still likely wouldn't have saved me. But this does put us as a group in a good spot to clean up a lot of their fighters. We got that Poseidon out with the Cuckoo Ticks, and straight back onto the Fire Giant. So I'm calling out Attack the Titan here. You know, we have 2 down. It's a 4v3. We could push out that last little bit of health. I didn't realize how low the Serb was, but still we might have been able to clean it up. Here, no one picks up that blade. The blade would be, the Fire Giant dagger would be nice here, probably on either one of the tanks. You know, they have a little bit of opportunity to, you know, if I get to 500 health, I'm probably getting one shot by the next Poseidon. One, or you know, if that Athena dashes me again, I'm going down. It's nice to have on a tank because they can tank out the tower shots, they can really watch their health, and then use that dagger to pop back to full health before they actually get bursted. Good Gold Fury call here from the team. It's going to help the waves automatically push. You know, soul backs to clean up that Phoenix on the left side right there. Probably something I could have done before I walked out, but just getting up here with the group, I decide I'm going to clear these Nagas. That way we can have a little extra pushing power when we get back toward their base. Game right now is at 32 minutes. You know, I mean, we're really at that late stage of the game. We just need to get in there and wrap it up. Gold Fury goes down. We're going to have the ability to push again.
Attack right lane.
And we're just picking which side we're going to push up on. Right now, I call out right, and then immediately see some pings over here with the Ymir. So we're kind of hovering in between this right and left. I hear Iza over there on my left. She just dropped a speed buff. I look back at that. And knowing that, I should have kind of checked that side a little bit more, but instead I immediately have to retreat, get the Herc ult out, everything. We're getting pushed from the front, and I forget about the Iza. So I Aegis right here, save myself a lot of damage. I'm like, oh, Ymir's here, great. And then there's the Iza. She comes in the back. We hurt her over there, but we didn't do anything about it, and it gave her an opportunity to rotate for free. That was another mistake that I could have actually picked up on. Luckily, she is also in a bad position, but it seems like she's going to make it out. Chalk goes down, and we've essentially now had a hard time with our Fire Giant push. They're staying to clean up, retreating as a group together. Giving them opportunity, everybody's backing, and now the game is basically back in balance. I'm kind of sitting here thinking, last item to buy, I catch this avatars, like, you know what, that'll give me another active item, give me a lot more burst strength, maybe I can actually burst somebody down pretty quickly. That's probably a good item to go.
Your middle Phoenix is
Looking around, see what else we potentially have available. So all of our Phoenixes were up, and then we lose Phoenix, so now they have a little bit of an advantage over us right here. They're doing a push, they're a little bit overextended, you know, there's some fighting in right, some fighting here in mid. Me and Cuckoo are paired up, this Iza's looking for me. They're going for another Phoenix, and I catch this Iza just out of position
Been destroyed.
and clean her up real quickly.
Your Titan
However, they
is
do
under
get the left
attack.
Phoenix for it. Chalk's back with us now. He's trying to chase them out and see where they're at.
Attack left lane.
Chalk loops around the top, catches that Ymir over there. I call out a let the attack.
Defend.
And realize Ymir has made it out, and so there's no point, and we just need to kind of defend, wait for some objectives to come back up, make sure we don't really get backdoored or don't overextend and get picked. We're kind of teetering on the balance of a win or loss right here. You know, in these late stages of the game, the death timers are sometimes a minute. I mean, it's pretty tedious. So right here we have a bit of a advantage, but we're pretty spread out. So 3 of us are in mid. I come up here to help support. We catch the Poseidon over there and right. I go, okay, here's our chance. We catch that Ymir, kind of bait him out. But the Athena comes over, a huge ult from Cuckoo. I fire out that ult, get some damage off, and I'm kind of waiting for this rotation to come in. And Soul starts cleaning them up. Huge ult. Again, this is a point where I probably should have popped Bloodforge going in deep here like this. Instead, I lose the Aegis over it.
An enemy has been slain. Your right
He's a ult just off the mark, but Cuckoo cleans her up. I drop the Nagas. We go, okay, we have a chance. Let's get this Phoenix down. In the meantime, it looks like Poseidon had pushed our Phoenix all the way out. Soul went back to kind of defend that. We pick up our Phoenix and we go, we need to get out of here. They're coming back up. Our Soul's back there. You know, no need to fight. No need to overstay our welcome. We got some pressure on it. And now it's time to reset and look for Fire Giant, Gold Fury, any of that. While I'm here, go, hey, let's pick up a speed. They're going to have to clear out that mid wave anyway. I notice Ymir is pushed up pretty far by himself. And he's really chasing down this server. So I'm over here, I catch him. I'm like, yep, let's put that Titan Bane to work. But his whole squad's coming up. They're in range. Maybe I don't full commit to this. Kind of baiting the Cerberus again. He gets a good ult in though, and this is a point where I need to use that Bloodforge, but haven't. It doesn't need to be as close as it is. I pop it incredibly late. And that gave us opportunity to get at least 1 kill on the Athena. And in the meantime, we're pushing this right wave up, getting down to Phoenix, and they're kind of over there trying to defend it. We pick up the 2nd kill on the Ymir. This is probably an opportunity where we had a chance to end. And again, me, you know, they're all in base, obviously. They're trying to defend. So this is an opportunity where we had to end. And I'm rotating in here, trying to catch up with the team. We got 20 seconds before that Athena comes back up. We get another kill on the Iza, over a minute down. I mean, you know, this is kind of a perfect setup. Our chalk's pretty low, our Cerberus is pretty low, but the rest of us are all pretty healthy. They back in full heal. Honestly, we should have kept the pressure on here and try to look for a couple more picks, but instead we stick around. It's buying them time that Ymir's coming up in 17. Cuckoo zoning, trying to get an opportunity for poke here. I'm going to loop around, bait out some of this Herc's abilities. And Athena goes in over here. It's actually really close. They trade for it, but instead I go on the Poseidon, and we get a 2 for 1. But we know Iza's coming up here soon. Perfectly Aegis that Herc ult, but I'm low. I should pop Bloodforge again right here. Backing off. Cuckoo's backing. They stop to clean up the wave. No problem. So the death timers line up. Soul's going to come up about the same time Athena and Poseidon do. We still have a bit of an advantage. We really should be looking for Gold Fury right here, or again Fire Giant or something.
Attack left lane.
Gold Fury is probably the better play since our ADC's down. But call out left, we get that tower down. We're going to be over here in the area anyway. Good ping from the eye coming out. We see that they're over in right. And we're really trying to chase down this Herc, dodge that bullet. And at this point, we're going to dive and try to clean up that kill. He makes it out. We get the tower. And I see this Athena coming in, trying to bait us. We get a cuckoo ult. It just misses everybody. And I get in there and realize, oh no, there's Ymir right there at the wall. Cuckoo kind of cuts it off. I see Poseidon over here trying to clear this wave. And I'm going to go full burst on him. We trade. I pop my Blood Forge, pop my avatars, and it's just not enough. So I go down, Serb goes down, this fight starts going terribly wrong. We probably need to back off at this point. I'm waiting, buy my elixir of strength. Go ahead and pop that. Thinking about some wards here, like man, if I just had a little bit more cash, probably could have grabbed one now, but big cuckoo ult helped relieve some of that pressure. Good tornadoes for zoning again. Unfortunately, our soul's just out of position here. You know, not a good situation, but this match is really looking bad. You know, our Phoenixes are up, but it's a 2v5. I mean, Athena's coming in. Luckily, I'm up here in 7 seconds. Chalk's getting taunted, but they're having to sit in the tornado for him. He gets a kill on that Athena. They pushed into our Phoenix, overconfident. You know, they chased us all the way down the lane. They think they've got us, but they get the Phoenix. However, we come in and we start cleaning up these kills. Get Poseidon out, working on Ymir. I see Herc's low right here. My abilities are coming back up. I go to chase him down. Titan's Bane putting in work. We're calling out. Let's end this game. Yeah, we're pretty much all back up right here. Waited for that Isa to dash and teleported with her. Make sure to keep that pressure on. And I call out here, hey, let's attack the Titan. Let's end this game. You know, they're down. Most of their guys are down for a minute. I'm kind of tanking the tower, waiting for the Serb to go in. He's full health. You know, trying to let him know, hey, it's okay. You can eat a tower shot. And we're in right here. That Athena's up. She looks for a dash. She misses everything. She still ends up getting me. But we're putting in all the damage on that Phoenix. It's just, or that Titan. It's just enough. We clutch up the game right there. So key takeaways for me. Something I know is I need to ward better. I need to know my matchups a little bit more. You know, which specific gods that I can fight. How to fight them. And then warding. Warding. Like 6 more times I need to ward. During that match, I placed 7 wards. A lot of those came from the jungle camps, but I could do a lot better. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you again next time.